I'm Natalia.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is Kaylee. And we're from South Africa. From the beautiful town of Paarl near Cape Town. A year ago, we moved to Portugal and found ourselves in the Fundão region.
We bought a lovely quinta and in the process fell in love with the people, culture and the food. I enjoy cooking.
And I love to eat.
So join us as we try to share with you dishes that have inspired us, both from here and from back in South Africa. Today we've decided to try to do bifanas, being brave and trying to do north versus south. I know we might get trouble from some people because it's a very traditional sort of pub style pork sandwich. Yeah, they've each got their own version of it. One tends to be a little bit saucier than the other. So let's get into it. We're doing the north style first. I've just got some pork lard because it's a very lean cut of pork and a very thin slices. You don't get much flavor from the meat. There's no fat in the meat itself, so we will get the flavor from the lard, plus a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Go in there. Once the lard is all melted down, we're gonna go in with it's a medium onion sliced fine, and I've got 2 bay leaves. So in the style of the northern style, should I say, they tend to make the sauce and then cook the pork in the sauce. So that's what we're getting done now. We're getting the base of the sauce started. So once we've got that going for about a minute, we're going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that have been roughly chopped. So once the garlic is nice and fragrant and the onions are softening up nicely, we're going to go in with the liquid elements. We've got about 100 grams mais ou menos of passata, which is tomato puree. Then we've got about half a cup of good quality port wine. Being from the north, there has to be port wine in it. Around about, I'd say, calls for 600 mils of beer. But we're doing a smaller dish because there are only 2 of us eating at the moment. So we're going to go in with about 250, about 300 mils because the cook also needs a tiny little bit. And then we've got around about half a cup of water going into. A little bit late, but better late than never. We've got to go in with our spices. We've got about a teaspoon of paprika. A lot of people use the smoked paprika, but we're not always a fan of a too smokier flavor. Then we've got a teaspoon of cumin and half a teaspoon of piri-piri. And we're just going to let all of these cook together, get the flavors coming together, start reducing a little bit. We want to get it up to a simmer and let it go for about 20 minutes before we're going to add in the pork. Smells good. So once the sauce has been cooking down for between 15 and 20 minutes, it's been thickening up nicely. I'm just going to season it with a little bit of sea salt and a bit of freshly ground black pepper. Sorry. Give that a stir through, and then I'm just going to give it a taste. So that's bubbling nicely. We're going to add the pork. There are, again, many ways to do this. A lot of people prefer a steaklet, but often in the north they will cut it into smaller pieces. And then we're just going to go into the sauce with that. And then we're going to let this cook down for between 20-25 minutes to basically stew the pork in the sauce to get all that lovely flavor. So while that one's bubbling along merrily, we're going to go ahead with a more southern style. We've got another pan nice and warm. The steaklets have been marinating for just over 2 hours. You can go as long as you want with them, even overnight. Some recipes call for overnight, but these are so nice and thin because we pounded them flatter that it really doesn't take all that long. So how nicely they've marinated up. So now all we're going to do is we're going to fry them one by one, or two by two, however many fit. Let it take probably a minute to side, because once again they're so thin and they've been marinating. Once they got a nice little bit of color, we're going to go ahead and flip them. Now they've got nice color on both sides, we'll take them off and do the rest in batches until they're all cooked, and then we'll be back. Once we're done with the last one, we're gonna just deglaze that pan with about a cup of white wine. And about another teaspoon of paprika. So try to get all those lovely flavors off the bottom of the pan. And then we're just going to let this reduce down. That has reduced down nicely. We're just going to put them in just for a little while, just warm them through in the liquid. And then we are quite close to being able to eat. You just want to get them all coated as much as you can in the sauce, just to get all those lovely flavors in there. And back in with the juice.
Moment of truth.
Let's see, yes. Gonna just sop up some of the remaining sauce for you.
Yeah. It's all about the sauce.
So this is the south style, some of the north.
Smells good. Which one are you tasting first?
I'm going north first.
North? Okay. Anticipation.
Oh, that's
Oh
tender.
my word. That's going to be a mouthful. Here we go.
Oh,
Wow.
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Should have brought a knife and fork.
Wow. That's really good.
Pork is really soft, being cooked in that sauce for so long.
Really good. I'm going to taste the other one. Another big mouthful.
Good idea. Difficult to decide.
Wow. I don't know. I feel like this one's
Ooh.
a goshta de gushta. I like sauce. And I really thought I was going to go for the north.
But Daddy's not going to be happy.
Are you watching, Dad?
For reference, Natalia's dad is from the north of Portugal.
The south is a winner on this one.
Really?
Yes.
I think by the very narrowest of margins, I'm going to agree with you.
I mean, this one has flavour.
Of
It's
course,
just,
I know, I understand what you're saying. Now, I think as a pork sandwich, I'm going to have to, very narrowly, I'm going to have to hand it to South. So let us know what you guys think. Which one looked better? If you try it, let us know in the comments which one you preferred. And if you're from the north or from the south, if I made mistakes, please don't shout at me.
Really
But
good.
please give us feedback. We welcome it.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Till next
Sure.
time.
Until next time.